Welcome back to Everyday Iowa on this Earth Day Monday. Solar energy, often the talk of the town, but a lot of people don't understand the full story. Here with it is Jim Pullen, President CEO of Eagle Point Solar. Good to see you again, my friend.
Good morning and happy Earth Day.
Happy Earth Day. Last time you were here, it was rainy and cold. It's sunny. Shouldn't you be on a roof right now doing something?
That is probably true, but we'll leave that to the people who know what they're doing. How about that?
It is Earth Day, obviously going green and carbon footprints and everything we're going to talk about. Question number one right out of the gate is basically benefits of going solar. Let's just start with that.
Sure, there's really two. We are fortunate to be in an industry where not only are we an environmentally friendly project type, but we also are a financially friendly project. So we have the ability to not only save people money, but be nice to Mother Nature as well.
You know, carbon footprint is such a phrase that I think everybody hears so often, but the context isn't there sometimes. We don't understand what it means. Help, in less than 4 minutes, explain how this helps with the carbon footprint. And when you go solar, what are you doing for the Earth?
Sure, and I think you know, carbon footprint turns into a political discussion, which we'll defer for today. But very simply, when we burn things to generate energy, whether it's coal, natural gas, or anything else, there are things that are offsets of that, right? So we're much better today. There's clean coal, there's natural gas, which is much better than where we were. But anytime we burn anything, we generate some chemicals that go into the air. The concept of having solar is the more people who can generate their own energy or generate energy as the utilities are doing today using solar, which is just renewable, there's no emissions. We just trade off burning things for clean, good, renewable energy from solar.
As you're talking, and we're looking at video here, I'll have our director keep this rolling because this leads perfectly into our next question. Who's a great candidate for this, Jim? I see houses, I see fire stations, I'm seeing big buildings with these panels on the roof here in this video.
Yeah, most people are good candidates. There are obviously restrictions. We have to be able to get sun to the solar module, so if you live in a home that doesn't really get sun, you're in the shade. There are some number of industrial type customers that may not be the best candidates because of utility policy, but by and large, if you look at our customer base, it ranges anything from residential solar all the way up to commercial buildings. Agricultural customers are generally very favorable for what we do. So we service a wide variety. I think we've serviced about 4,000 clients, as we were talking about, through Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin. So we want to take a look on the front end at no cost to you to see if you're a good candidate.
Obviously, everybody, you know, we're used to the idea of solar lights. You know, in my backyard, I've got the little solar lights that powers, you know, my patio lights. How does it work on something large scale like this? How you put the panels on, and then what happens?
So the panels, the modules, as they really are, they just absorb sunlight, right? And without getting into all the technicalities, they generate DC power, just like the power that's in a battery. We take the DC power, we run it through an inverter that converts it to AC power, which is simply the same power you would buy from the utility, comes through your outlets, just like any other energy. So we collect the sun, we convert it to AC, we install it, and instead of you buying power from the utility, you generate your own.
And you offset the cost of what you would have normally bought from your power utility that way.
Exactly, and I don't know if anybody has ever really calculated the overall cost, a 30, 35, 40-year cost of their utility bill. You know, we spend $150, $200 a month, but if you add it up over 30 years, generally speaking, you'll see solar will be financially a better option for you.
On Earth Day, a great day to kind of start considering this and getting a hold of you to have that conversation. How can people do that?
Yeah, you can certainly find us at eaglepointsolar.com. We are very active on social media. We do have an office here in Cedar Rapids out near the airport. Or you can pick up the phone and dial 563-582-4044.
Up around the Dubuque area here in Cedar Rapids and coming to a backyard near you.
Hopefully.
Jim, always good to see you. Thanks for the time. Will you be heading to a roof later today once you leave here?
You know, again, I would do that, but I leave that to the experts in our company.
There you go. That's a good way of saying they don't want us up in the air. So thanks, Jim. Good to see you. Let's talk about sunshine and that first alert.